Welcome to Whyte Noise,
Welcome.
Fred.
Here we are virtually.
Here we are virtual. I am Michael Judson Berry.
I'm Chelsea Jacobson.
And Ryan Wilder.
And today we are discussing Velcro.
I wish I had some to make the noise. It's such a great noise.
I know! It is such a great noise. And for friends who are just joining us for the first time, because you never know, this is a fun... It's so fun.
That you can not pay attention to it.
Where Chelsea gives Ryan and I a topic, so today was Velcro, and we each get 10 minutes to talk about that topic, whatever it makes us think of, and then at the end, Chelsea chooses a winner based on, what is it based on?
Whatever in that second, I feel like basing it on.
And at one point, the winner was going to get not the Heisman Trophy, but a Hymen Trophy.
A Hymen Trophy, yes.
Yes, which
That's
I still
the case.
Can't decide what I think it looks like.
Yeah, I still haven't Googled Hymen. I don't know what they look like. And in my brain, it kind of looks like a croissant.
It looks like a croissant.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious, but...
Right? It's probably just as complicated to...
Yeah.
To make?
I don't know.
To break?
In all ways.
They both take a lot of work to get the desired result. Like more work than maybe it's worth.
Then I'll just go to Costco and get 12 of them for $6.
Yeah, like what takes longer, making a croissant or getting a woman to orgasm? I don't know. I'm not sure.
How
Try
well
both.
made is that croissant and how good is that orgasm? I mean...
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Is there a bad one? A bad orgasm?
Oh, I thought you were going to say croissant. I was like, definitely they're bad croissants.
Oh, yeah.
No, I guess there's no bad orgasm. It's a
know.
little zero sum.
I like how we went from Velcro to female orgasms.
Orgasms very
Orgasm.
quickly. Okay,
Interrelated.
Yeah.
well.
We have to figure out which one of us is going to go first.
Yes, and I also have a timer for those at home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
10 minutes.
Each contestant gets 10 minutes and 10 minutes alone. And we run a tight ship.
I have to say, this was actually a pretty challenging topic.
Velcro?
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought so.
Like a challenge. Okay. Your time starts now.
All right, awesome. So Velcro. Of course, I've got all my little fun facts and history, right? So it was created in 1941 by a gentleman named George de Menstral. Menstral?
Menstrual.
Menstrual.
No, that would be Mestral. That would be Mestral. Maybe that's the relationship to the female orgasm.
That's how you already tied it all together.
Right.
There's our
I put it
episode. Thank you
together.
for tuning
I
in.
love it.
Ciao,
And that's
bye.
it. Thanks, everyone. I won.
You win.
He actually he was an engineer and came up with it as a result of seeing burrs or the little seeds get caught in his dog's hair, and he's like, oh, maybe this has a functional purpose. The word is actually the combination of two French words that stand for velours and crochet, so hook and loop, right?
I never knew that.
So
That makes so much
and-
sense.
yeah, it kind of comes together.
Oh.
Bye. See you.
Get
Bye.
outta
I know.
Jail.
Be here all night.
God.
Jail.
Tip your waitress. It was heavily used in the Apollo missions because obviously it keeps things stuck when you're in zero gravity.
Mm.
And a 2-inch square can carry upwards of 175 pounds.
What?
Yes.
Velcro?
Now I'm going to gamble this is I wonder if I don't know if off-brand Velcro works this way. If I go by Temu Velcro, what am I getting? 50 pounds? 25
Maybe.
pounds?
A couple
But
of
if
ounces.
If you want that 175 pound, you got to buy Velcro.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's
Yeah.
a thing. Can you go be I want the Velcro?
I can totally see that you walk into a store, be like, I need to buy some Velcro, but I want actual Velcro, not...
I feel like this is a Home Depot question. Walk in.
They've got to have it.
I want the real Velcro.
Yeah.
They've got it.
But the real Velcro also happens to will last through something like 10,000 cycles. So 10,000 times of
Ooh.
Wow.
before it ultimately becomes somewhat kind of useless.
Wow.
And obviously there's been adaptations of it. And this is totally me being a nerd. but we all have it in our car, right? Or if you have a car, you likely have an Easy Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remember, your Easy Pass kind of sticks up with this very unique Velcro. No?
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, it's that like plasticky one where they're like little bumps and they kind of like fit together.
So actually they're little mushrooms.
Oh.
And it's called dual lock. And why it's preferred over typical Velcro is typical Velcro is susceptible to coming apart through long-term like shaking. Yeah, obviously, like riding around in a car. Well, dual lock on the other side will not. It actually holds it secure and will go very long periods of time without ever letting go. So, of course, that was from our friends at 3M. But obviously, like the topic of ASMR comes up here frequently, and I think we talked about Velcro in the last episode as it relates to ASMR.
Yes.
So I actually did like a little bit of a dive into that because I think we were debating about like, is it like, what is it really, right? Is it a feeling? Is it positive? Is it sexual? So as it turns out, ASMR can be both positive and negative, and it tends to be a bodily reaction or a physical reaction to a sound or even a touch.
See, it's a sex thing.
But,
It's a physical
you're like, I was
reaction.
right.
I'm like, it's a sex thing.
I think like nails on a chalkboard count as ASMR, like that reaction, like, yeah, like it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, but I bet there's someone somewhere that gets turned on by that.
Right.
Maybe they have a female orgasm.
Maybe.
I'm keeping the circle. I'm bringing it back.
Croissant.
Appreciate this. No.
Laugh at my joke.
Call back.
I'm hilarious.
I worked hard on that one. So it can be sound driven, right? And apparently there are very few sounds that can be confused with Velcro. And Velcro also has a very tactile sort of response. So like if you think about it right now, you can imagine touching either sides, like the soft side, which is the loop side, and the hard side, which is the hook side. So, our friend Velcro can be very, very ASMR-y.
We're kind of edging right now that we don't have any. It's like we're like blue balling, essentially, the listener.
For the sound
I feel
of it?
blue balled right now. Yeah.
Wait. Grab the YouTubes. See what you can find.
Okay. I mean,
it's not the real thing.
Spoiler, but I had a link to it. Let me see if I can find it. That I was gonna use, but here we are. We'll just use it now. Well, this is the ad. Because it's YouTube. I'm gonna skip the ad. Wait.
Ooh, now that's good.
Is that very slowly being pulled apart Velcro?
Yeah. It's Velcro.
That's nice.
Ooh. It makes my tongue feel weird. I don't know. Maybe that's my ASMR response, but I'm like,
I'm telling you, it does stuff to you physically that you didn't expect it to. It's
your
all
tongue
sex stuff.
feel weird.
Yeah, the tip of my tongue feels strange when I listen to
Tingly,
it. It actually,
perhaps?
the sound kind of makes me uncomfortable, if I'm being honest.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But like, doesn't it feel akin to sex? Seriously, I'm like, it's like a discomfort, like.
But like a little frisson of like, ugh.
I've never had my tongue feel weird during sex.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I feel like we just learned a little something about you.
Wait, does your tongue feel weird during sex?
Actually, I don't know, but I feel
like
yeah.
But what's funny is like I don't know that I had any real deep like personal associations with Velcro, maybe other than the shirts that I wear, the pants that I wear, and the shoes that I wear. But no, I'm kidding. I don't wear Velcro, guys. Michael's like looking at me like I'm serious, and I'm like, come on,
Well, I was thinking, I must have shoes that have Velcro on them somewhere.
I don't know.
Probably
in a long
not since the first grade.
Yeah. I do know how to
minute.
tie shoes now.
Yeah.
Most days I can tie my own shoes. So maybe I don't have any Velcro shoes.
Did either of you have like a senior night? So senior night in high school was the night of graduation where for us, you showed up at the high school and you were locked in the high school and they provided a whole bunch of fun things to do that would keep you entertained for the entire night. and your parents would come pick you up at like 5 or 6 a.m.
No.
Okay, so maybe this is just a thing where I went to high school.
Okay.
And the purpose of it was to ensure that there wasn't a tragedy on graduation night due to people celebrating. So the objective was to create a big enough party with enough interesting stuff that people would just want to show up and have a good time. And it was like, they had different games and like, outdoor blow up things and like a DJ and basketball tournaments. And it was, it was awesome. But one of my key memories from it is a thing called the fly wall.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you put on the Velcro, the one side of the Velcro bodysuit.
Yes.
And against the wall is an inflatable wall with the loop side of the Velcro. And you would run, you'd jump on the thing and attempt to fling your body in the best way possible up against it to stick to the wall.
This is the best
Right?
invention in the entire world. This was so fun.
Yes.
And I think I did it a handful of times when I was there. And the objective was to get the most awkward up there that you could. So it was like good for a photo. But like I was always envious. I was I wasn't too daring. Like I had friends that would hit it and jump and do like a flip and hit it. And I'm like, I don't even know how you did that. But that's one of my main memories from Velcro as a child, was being locked into the high school and throwing myself against a Velcro wall. We did it different in Virginia.
Yeah.
But that's probably like the main thing. Did you guys have
5
that?
seconds.
Oh,
I was so distracted.
the timing that's perfect. I actually had one other thing to share, but that's a good way to end it. I'll take that.
There we go.
Did you guys have like any of this stuff? Like, what did you guys do for graduation? I feel like this might be a generational thing at this point.
I think other schools where I grew up did those like lock-in type things. Mine just didn't, because I was like a preppy little Catholic school, and they were like, nah. I feel like the brothers at Christian Brothers Academy, they lived there. So they were like, we don't want students running around all night.
Oh, you mean locking young boys in with priests at night is a bad?
Well, I think Brother Michael would have loved it, but he probably got outvoted by the other ones.
That's so funny.
I don't mean to pick on the Catholic Church, but
we actually
let's
had
pick
that
on the
happen.
Catholic Church.
It was true.
Oh,
We had
no.
Brother Michael, and Sister Marianne found questionable things on his computer. And after a lot of too much deliberating, Brother Michael was asked to leave. Because he was actually a really good principal. We were all kind of bummed to see him go. We were like,
He was the principal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, wait, Chelsea, did your high school do something like that? Did you like...
No, but I think that's because everyone at my high school was such a dick that they wouldn't have gone. Like my high school, everyone was such a dick that people didn't go to the dances. Like on homecoming night, people like didn't go to the school and go to the dance. They like did their own, like everyone would be in different groups and you'd go do your own activity. You go to like laser tag, or you go to like, why can I only think of laser tag? You go to laser tag, or you go to, I don't know, like one of those jumpy house, like trampoline houses.
Bouncy house.
Like you'd go do something else because everyone was too cool to go to the school for the dance. So if they were like, oh, we're going to have a thing at the school so you guys don't drink and drive, everyone would be like, oh, we're going to drink and drive more. Okay, Michael, are you prepared?
Yeah.
Okay. Your 10 minutes, it was very like accusatory. I was like, are you prepared? Your 10 minutes starts now.
Okay, so I didn't think this day would actually come, but it came where Ryan and I researched the exact same things. And now I deeply regret saying you go first, because I was going to talk about the history of Velcro and then transition into talking about ASMR.
Well, oh, no way.
We were literally, I was like, okay, cool. At least I have the ASMR Velcro backup. And then you started talking about it, and I was like, well, screw it. That's why I have the link. You just did point for point everything I looked up. So, I mean, you
don't have any other history? You have to
I
have some
mean,
other
I
history
have-
that
I
I
have
didn't
a-
touch on.
I have a little bit more. That's why I was like, well, we'll do a little bit. Like when you talk about the Velcro wall, where that actually started was in 1984, the first Velcro wall, and it was David Letterman. When it was on Letterman when he was interviewing Velcro's director in the US, the director of industrial sales, and he was wearing a Velcro suit. And then at the end of the interview, he launched himself via a trampoline onto a Velcro wall. And then it took a few years, and then of course a New Zealand bar owner, which I feel like New Zealand is like great for these things. Like they invented bungee jumping, and they just love to do things like this. So some guy, a bar owner in New Zealand, was like, "I'm going to create a jumping wall," and he called it the human fly, and he had a human fly contest at his watering hole, as he called it. Welcome. You can all come to my watering hole and become a human fly
Wow.
and be
Oh,
stuck
no.
in Velcro. Velcro. I don't know. I can't do an Australian accent.
That was
Even
pretty
worse, a New
good.
Zealand accent. So by 1992, Velcro jumping had spread through the US. No, it had made it to the US, and Velcro jumping was very popular. However, the game never gained like major national momentum. But as they say in Time magazine, every once in a while it shows up at carnivals and fairs. Basically, anywhere you might also want to find a moonwalk. Which those are fun too. I feel like also it's the same thing where like you'll go to places where they do the skydiving thing, but like you're in that little chamber. I feel like they're near each other.
The indoor skydiving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that too. I've done none of these things.
Did you do it around here?
No, I did
wanna
it in
do it.
like Denver with my mom when I was a
Oh,
kid.
that seems like a
Yeah.
cool
Does
mom
it
thing to
does
do.
it really just feel like you're flying?
Yeah, it was really fun. I've never been actual skydiving. It's something I really want to do, actually.
I've done it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really want to go.
it's fun.
Where'd you go?
I did it in Florida,
Okay.
like
Oh.
down near the southern tip of Florida.
Mm.
I was strapped to some guy's chest, and actually, I don't think he really enjoyed the whole thing because I kept looking up, and he would keep pushing my head back down.
Oh.
I feel like
I know what that's like, Ryan.
I was waiting for an if I had a dime moment.
I kept looking up and he said, stop talking.
My mom
Stop
is going to start
talking and put
listening
your
to
head back
this. Oh,
Ryan, this is the episode that your mom finally listens to.
I hope so.
It's her first and last episode. Wait real quick, because your mom is such a good. What do you think her reaction would be to a joke such as that?
She'd probably go, "Well, I got it." This is the lady, by the way, who, when playing Cards Against Humanity, ended up with the card Roadhead, and very happily shared it. And we're all cackling. And my mom's like, I don't know that I understand why that's funny. And we were like, what do you think Roadhead is?
Oh my God.
And my mom's like, I figured it's like bedhead, but in a car where you open the window and the wind messes up your hair.
That's a really good guess.
That
And I'm
actually
like-
is a solid guess.
I'm like, good. That's nice, Mom. And I looked at Paul, her husband. I said, I'll let you cover this.
Oh,
Oh, I don't mean
That's
it
a
like
really
that.
good guess. That's a really good guess on your mom's part, though, actually. I think that's like a really logical thing to think it is.
yeah. No, it makes total sense.
Because there isn't a word for that. When you have your hair done and it gets fucked up in the car, there needs to be a word for that.
Yeah.
It would be kind of funny if you showed up back to the place and be like, guys, I've got I had a terrible roadhead.
I just had the worst
And-
roadhead
Yeah.
ever.
And can you help me?
God,
The
look
salon,
at me.
I'm like, I had a blowout.
They call the police.
Yeah, my roadhead is so bad. Something got right in my eye as well. So now it's all inflamed. Oof. Well, that's so Velcro.
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 I'm trying to think if I have anything
Not
else.
roadhead.
By the way, you hit the history that I was not able to find it like in the time that I was working.
Oh,
I couldn't
that-
so actually you covered off on the stuff that I was interested in
Oh.
finding out.
Great. So yes, there's that, and then Velcro also is very, very popular with toy companies. That was another place where, like, along with many other things, but all the fun toys we have, like the Super Grip, which I didn't know that's what that was called, and that's the one where you have the tennis ball and you catch it in the paddle with the Velcro
Oh,
mitt.
that is fun.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Velcro, the like plastic round like dish with the Velcro on the front, and then you have the Velcro thing over your hand. That actually was the little ASMR thing I played, was one of those paddles.
Oh.
And it was a woman putting it on.
That's also what allowed me to play baseball as an awkward homosexual. I didn't have to really.
Was that? I loved that. Although you knew you had a cheap one when you throw the tennis ball and it wouldn't stick. You know,
Yes.
how frustrating for those when you went to another kid's house and it would just bounce off and you're like, well, where'd you
So
get
you're
this?
a catcher, not a pitcher, Ryan, is what I'm hearing.
You know, depends on the moment.
Who's on first?
Who's up first?
So
That's
who's in
awesome.
first? So that's, I didn't know it was called the Super Grip, which I think is really fun. Those I believe were invented in 1991. Recently, they say the most commonly used Velcro, the thing where we use Velcro the most is to affix adhesive and things to the backs of iPads. So that's another really popular for mounts. Velcro entered the army market in 2004 in combat uniforms.
I was about to say, I thought it was very like military.
Big in the military, but not anymore because the military hated it. Finally, they stopped using it. It was issued in 2004. They eventually stopped using it because soldiers in Afghanistan specifically complained about how like it didn't really work because it's so dusty there. So it would get, because Velcro's great until it gets dirty and then it can't hook. And they were like, as one guy said, which I don't know if this is the best quote, but he was like, Taliban attacks come and go, but dust is a constant in Afghanistan. I mean,
Ain't
I don't
that
know.
the truth?
It's not a particularly nice quote, but that was the best one I could find.
Oh, man. Taliban.
Google.
Taliban
comes and goes,
Can I have a
but
Taliban
dust?
Velcro quote, please?
But dust is forever. So therefore, we don't want to use Velcro anymore. I think Velcro still very much is used, but not as much in different ways after that. But yeah, though I think from everything you said, those are really the only additional things I have to add. I mean, we talked about the menstrual man and how he invented it from burrs, which actually makes me think of my mom's dog.
Menstrual, not menstrual.
Menstrual, not menstrual. So my mom has a little, it's called a beaver terrier. It's spelled
God.
Beaver, but I know this episode is really just brought to you by
Too
vaginas.
vagina heavy, yeah.
Beaver.
I mean, it's
Vagina forward.
This episode's there's been a heavy flow of vaginal references.
Indeed.
So, we're just gonna make Ryan really uncomfortable. So she's a really cute little dog. Imagine a Yorkie, but like black and white. And he's really, really sweet. And she takes him to this big park near my parents' house where he can just sort of run. And he like gets into bushes and stuff. And he always comes back like covered in burrs. And I feel like we spend more time like deburring him than we do actually on the walk. And he hates it, but he just chills there at this point because you just pull all these burrs out of his hair. But I see why, if you were an inventor of some sort, you were like, this could be
has to be a better way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, interesting that it took the guy so long, because did you read, it took him like 8 years to figure it out from when he had the idea to when he finally like figured out how to make Velcro. I believe it was 7 or 8 years. For him to figure out the like hook and...
Well, it's 1 dog year.
Yeah.
To be fair. That's your time.
Yeah.
He was trying to help his dog. It was 1 dog year. That's all.
Yeah.
1 dog year.
We took 1 dog year. Maybe he did that on purpose because he liked the how symbolic that was. He was like, well, Judy the terrier, her name is Judy in my head. In 1 year, we shall have Velcro.
1 of your years.
Years.
It's like Interstellar. It's like
yes,
I'm gonna come back for you. It's only been 1 year for you. Wow.
Right.
Okay. I learned so much.
That was
So-
Velcro. That was me
That was
riffing.
Velcro.
I think you did it. Look, I think all
I
things
love it.
considered, I think you did a fantastic job.
My
You
God,
did do a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
However, I do have to pick a winner, and I think because Michael, you only had leftovers from what Ryan had said. I think Ryan has to take the W because Ryan had the
think
first
that's
swing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So Ryan wins.
Yay.
Appreciate that.
Yay.
Oh.
One step closer to the Hymen Trophy.
Mhm. Fair enough.
And somehow the closest I'll ever get.
To a Hymen ever. I really am thinking about it more. Croissants and orgasms are very similar. Female orgasm and croissant. They're very delicate. They take so much finesse.
Mhm. Flaky,
A lot of
crusty.
finesse.
No, hopefully
Yeah.
not that.
Not crusty, but
no.
a lot of like
Craft.
work with
skill.
your hands, craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just anyone. Like there's a lot of art. There's an art to it. You can't
Yeah.
just. It's a difficult thing to accomplish correctly.
I'm
Anyway.
sure. I mean, I tried to make a scone once and it was a disaster. So, and that's a lot easier than a croissant.
Croissants take a ton of like there's a whole lamination process. If people don't know, you have to fold it like 100 million times
I
practically.
have to
Wait,
fold
are we
it
still?
in.
Is this the croissant or the vagina?
Yeah.
Both. That's what I mean. There's a lot of crossover, more than I
It's a
thought.
lamination process.
Wow.
Well, you have to be skilled with your fingers for both. I'm not even being
Have you
funny.
made a croissant?
I'm like it takes skill. Yeah.
You've done it.
Yeah.
How'd they turn out?
Cool.
Okay. But that's what I
Okay.
mean. They're pretty hard. They're like it takes forever. You have to fold it a bajillion times. It's like there's a reason that you have to get up early in the morning, like in France, and it takes forever.
Wow.
It's not for the faint of heart.
I've
I've
done it.
seen-
I've done it a few times, but like I mean, I think I basically just peeled that little tab back, and then the thing popped
Oh yeah.
really loud,
Get out.
and then
What
then
a
I-
man. What a
I rolled
man's
them.
response. This is so perfect for the world in which we live. The only person on this call who has both successfully made a handmade croissant and achieved female orgasm is Chelsea. And
That's
then,
so
Ryan,
true.
you just did the quick pop and go, you know.
I guess it's like the male orgasm.
Exactly. Must be nice.
Grab it from the
Must
fridge.
be nice.
Give it a little bit of a twist, a quick pop,
Twist.
you're done.
A little pop.
Out it comes. Yeah.
Wow.
In my next life, I'll be a man. I swear. Okay,
It's
continuing
weird. Yeah.
our anatomy conversation.
Yes.
Next time, let's do our word pinky.
Mm,
Pinky.
pinky.
I love it. All right.
All right.
Ha ha ha.
It is.
Wow. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm going to go eat some baked goods because now I'm hungry.
Oh, I'm gonna go make some croissants.
And I'm gonna go make the thing that's kind of like a croissant.
Okay.
You enjoy that. You're going to have the best time.
I don't even know what to do now. I'm leaving.
We'll see.
All right. See you next time for Pinky.